Durability is the one thing in Core Keeper that can cut your exploration short. Carrying extra weapons can help, as can the repair table. But what if I told you there was a weapon that is more powerful than any you currently have and also has infinite durability? In this video, I'll show you how to craft the Legendary Rune Song Sword, the best weapon I've come across so far in more than 80 hours playing Core Keeper. Let's get started. So let's take a look at how to craft the Rune Song Sword, which is the legendary sword that you can craft right now, and to my knowledge, it's the best weapon in the game. That's not to say it's always going to be the best weapon. It's not to say it is the best weapon. I said, to my knowledge, is the best weapon. I've not been able to find a better weapon or make a better weapon than this. So right now, it's my go-to weapon when I'm using melee. First up, let's take a look at the next best weapon you can craft, which is going to be the Scarlet Sword. This is going to require Scarlet Ore, which you can find in the Nature biome, which is beyond the Stone biome. So this is going to have 124 to 150 melee damage. It's going to have 2.5 attacks per second, which is pretty standard for most of the swords. I think actually most of the weapons. Does this have the same? Yeah, I think most things are the same attack speed right now. And then it has plus 11% critical hit chance. That means you're going to have an 11% higher chance of doing a crit, which is going to do extra damage. And then the durability is 350, so it has super high durability. Now let's compare the Rune Song Sword to that. The Rune Song Sword has 185 to 225 melee damage, same attack speed, but it's going to give you 62 max health extra, and it's going to give you plus 3 life on melee hit. That means every time you strike an enemy with it, you're going to get 3 HP back. It also has a 15% chance on hit to kill any target that has lower health than you. So just by having this in your hand, it's going to give you the 62 max health. So right now this thing's buffing me up to 622 max health. If I switch out of it to another sword over here, so if I switch over to here, you're going to see my max health goes down. Going back to it, my max health goes back up. So that means there's a 15% chance, which is about a 1 in 7 chance that I strike any enemy that has less than 622 health, and it's just going to insta die. I think it also applies if you get maybe a boss down to less than that amount of health. You can kill it in one shot too. I'm not exactly sure on that. I haven't tested it yet, but it's a super strong weapon. So with that out of the way, let's take a look at how what you're going to need to craft it. So first of all, in order to craft it, you're going to have to find some parts, and you're also going to get the crafting recipe. So let's talk about the crafting recipe first. You're going to need to get this NPC unlocked up here. So this first NPC was unlocked by killing the slime boss. This NPC up here is unlocked by killing Gorm the Devourer, which is most likely going to be the second boss that you kill. Once he's unlocked, he's gonna have some specific inventory. So let's take a look at the first guy real quick. When you unlock this guy at first, he's only gonna have the slime, the wood, the fiber, and the copper ore. After you beat the second boss, it adds a couple more options, and then after you beat the third boss, it adds even more options. The second NPC has the same kind of mechanic where after you beat the bosses, so after you beat the second boss, he's gonna unlock, and you're gonna have the option for all these things. But once you beat the third boss, the Hive Mother, you're going to be able to unlock these other things. And the one we're most interested in is going to be the Rune Parchment. So first things first, you're going to have to kill all 3 bosses and power up the core, because you're not going to be able to find all the parts unless you do that. And you're not going to be able to even buy the recipe for it anyway. So the recipe costs 2,000 ancient coins. You can get ancient coins by selling items to the NPCs, or you can even find ancient coins. Sometimes enemies drop them, although it's the best source of it is just going to be selling things like the rare resources that you find, such as like the pots. If you look around my map right here, you're going to see, or my base around here, you're going to, all these things that are sitting on these pedestals are just extras I had. So anytime I find things like this, I sell it to them, and then they give me coins. So the recipe, besides that, once you purchase it, or you don't have to purchase it right away. You need to find the parts before you purchase it anyway, or what you can do it in either order. You're gonna have to find the broken handle, the chipped blade, the clear gemstone, and you're gonna have to craft 50 iron bars and 10 ancient gemstones. Let's talk about the easier ones first, where you're gonna probably be able to find them. Ancient gemstones, you can actually buy directly from this NPC if you can't find them. I don't think you're gonna need to do that, because you're gonna find them by just playing. You can mine them. They're gonna look like, and instead of looking like the ores out in the walls, they're just going to look like little blue crystals. So you'll break those. They're not extremely common, but you will find them, especially out in the stone biome. I believe they're in all biomes, but I think they're more common the further away from the core you get. But I have tons of these, so I never have to worry about buying them. The iron bars, you're going to get iron from the stone biome. You should have no problem making 50 iron bars. Honestly, if you go out and mine ore for an hour or so, you'll get hundreds of iron ore. Especially if you have a drill and you can drill the iron, you're going to get tons of iron from that. So you're going to get easy. The iron bar is going to be the easy part. The hard part are going to be the first 3 resources. It's going to be the broken handle, the chip blade, and the clear gemstone. Now, one of them I believe you can find it in the same spot every time. I say believe because I've only found it one time, but I do believe it's in the same spot. I'm going to show you where that is in just a minute. The other 2 I believe are complete RNG. That's going to be the broken handle and the clear gemstone. So I'm almost positive I found those, and I asked a friend who's also found them. We're pretty confident that they're found in the stone biome somewhere, and they're either found by breaking the pots or the urns that are laying around, or they're found. It could be found by an enemy dropping it. I'm pretty sure that I got it from breaking the urns and pots that were laying around. So, like for example, I'm just going to zoom a place like this. These open areas here where you have a bunch of cavelings and the caveling shamans and the caveling brutes or whatever walking around, you're going to find, especially in these areas, I think this is darker areas here, that's where you're going to find all the urns and stuff that are breakable. You can just break them with your torch or your fist, and they drop items. On a very rare occasion, they're going to drop something super rare, such as those items right there. So I believe that's where you find the first two items that you're going to need to craft this, which is going to be the broken handle and the clear gemstone. The chipped blade I found in a different spot. I actually found that up in the nature biome up here on my map. And like I said, this is going to probably be in a different spot for you, but I did find it in a structure that looks like this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to head up there real quick and show you what it looks like and how to unlock it. So it should be, I'm pretty sure it's going to look the same every time. And like I said, I'm not 100% sure this is where you're going to find it. This is where I found it. And I do believe, because of the way you access this thing, that it's probably where it's located. So let's head up there real quick. Then we'll come back down and I'll show you the process for crafting it. And then we'll show it in action a little bit. So this is where I found the chip blade. Now I'm in the nature biome or the lush biome, whatever you want to call it, the green area up here. You're going to be looking for a structure that looks like this. Now again, it's probably not going to be in the exact same spot on the map. I'm pretty sure it's not. So it's going to be randomly somewhere on the map. What you're going to be looking for is a wall that looks like it's made out of this. Now if I try to break this wall, it doesn't do anything. This is actually going to be locked. And what you do is you walk up to it, you equip a glow tulip, and then you walk up to it, and I believe you press E, and this door will open, revealing this area back here. There was a bunch of pots in here. One of the pots had the chipped blade in it, which was the last part I needed to make the Rune Song Sword. So that's where it's located. I'm almost positive it's going to be in a spot like this every single time, locked in a room like this. So just make sure if you come across any rooms like this, I have found other rooms like this that had other resources in them. Just make sure you just have a glow tulip with you. You can usually find glow tulips, honestly, because if you don't have one, you can just go wander around and find one, walk up to it, and then press E, and it should activate the door and open it up, and you'll go in there and grab it. So now let's head on back, and I will show you how to craft, or the process for crafting it, and then we'll show it in action a little bit. All right, so we made our way back to the base. That's how you find all the parts for the Rune Song Sword that you're going to want to craft. Now, once you have all the parts, you can purchase the rune parchment from this NPC here, and then you can craft the sword. So, like I said, there's going to be a little bit of RNG in getting the broken handle and the clear gemstone. Hopefully your RNG is good and you get them sooner rather than later. Iron bars are going to be easy to craft. You're going to get plenty of ancient gemstones. And I think that location where I showed you for the chip blade is where it's going to be located. Like I said, it's probably going to be a different spot on your map, but that's how you get it. And then you're just going to need 2,000 ancient coins to purchase this rune parchment. I'm not going to purchase it because I don't have the parts to make another sword. I'm not even sure if you can actually make more than one per save. I'm not sure yet, so I've only found each one of these parts one time. I'm imagining since it is co-op, you should be able to find more than one of them, and with the infinite map, it's probably likely, but I can't confirm or deny that. So I'm not going to buy this again until I can find the parts to craft it. But essentially all you do is purchase it. You're going to put it down in one of your inventory slots here. You're going to select it. You're just going to right click on it. The little bar is going to fill up and your sword's going to be crafted. And then you're going to have the sword in your hand like this. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you it in action. And rather than just showing it against regular mobs, let's use it against the slime boss. So I purchased I didn't purchase it. I need to purchase it. Let's purchase in the summoning item here for the slime boss. We'll summon the slime boss in and see how fast we can kill him with it. All right, you guys are being pain in the butt. That's okay. We're going to place this here. The boss is going to spawn in, and we're just going to go to town on him. I'm not even going to worry. So there you go. That's how fast this sword just slayed the slime boss. So most likely the first time you fought the slime boss, it was a little bit harder than that. Oh, he dropped I didn't know this. This is cool. Blob rosary necklace. 2 set. Sticky necklace infused with energy made from unknown purposes. Oh, so there might actually be the second time I killed this guy on here, he did not drop this. So this is a random loot drop. So there is a reason to farm the bosses. So that's good to know. That's how you craft the Rune Song Sword. Let me know if you've been able to find the parts. If you found this video helpful, make sure to click the like button and consider subscribing for more Core Keeper videos just like this. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.